Welcome to the Property Nomads Podcast, episode 210. Yes, we are starting commercial conversions in Sussex. It's something that we've been talking about as a business for a while. There's a window of opportunity here to do them. We have stumbled across effectively the right people at the right time. There are people lined up that we know that have cash that are looking for particular projects that they're happy to finance. We are then pretty much sorted with a power team down in Sussex, people that can find the deals, sort the deals out, project manager deals, and even a couple of exit strategies there at the end as well. So all the main components that you need for doing deals we've got in place, and we have spent a bit of time deliberating it, saying we've got all these components, we just need to put it all together, and that's what we have decided to do. So we've made a conscious decision to do that. Now, because of the differing qualities that Aaron and I have within our own business, we also have spoken about joining forces in Brighton. I went to university in Brighton between 2006 and 2010. Of course, that's where Aaron and I met. The rest is history. The business is based down there. Most of the new power team is going to be based down there. And it's going to be a fantastic chance to test ourselves by doing new things, but also then using our knowledge and our connections to create even more win-win situations. And the other thing as well, as we've always said, that been living in Hull for 4.5 years. Yes, great flatmate, get on really well. We've decided to sort of go our own ways for various reasons. So it seems like a natural break to have from being in Hull, and it seems again natural to go down back into Sussex. So how has this all happened? Well, really, it's just from speaking to people, it's from networking, it's from talking to people, it's from taking heed from our mentor, it's from having chats, it's from gaining more experience with what we've been doing. Yes, we've got over 20 units now in the rental portfolio. That's wonderful. That's given us a very good base to work from in terms of passive income, recurring income as such. Of course, I've got the podcast as well, which generates cash as well. Yes, we do trainings as well. So we've got all these different facets of the business. So from a recurring income point of view, great, lovely stuff. But Aaron and I like to test ourselves. And, from the work that Aaron's done, he has generated basically this new power team, which again pretty much involves every component that you could think of that you need in order to do these bigger deals. We spoke about last week or a few weeks ago about mistakes people make when asking money, and then also time spent versus time invested. Well, both of us have invested time into building that network, building that power team, speaking to the right people, figuring out how to put things together. How do we get from A to B? So we've both taken our time to invest in our network and our power team, and it's come to the point where, after having multiple chats and multiple cups of coffee and the odd beer here or there, we pretty much have everything that we need in order to get deals successfully done. Yes, it involves using the power team. Yes, it involves creating a lot of win-win situations. Yes, it's going to involve us doing new things that we're going to learn a hell of a lot of things from. Yes, it involves us taking that step up in our business, and that's the reason for it. So it almost feels like these last 5.5 years of work have culminated in us having a steady rental portfolio, which we will continue to add to because we've got our own targets, of course, in the rental section, and then supplementing that by generating chunks of cash. Now, you're a property investor, you run your own business, you understand that when it comes around to property, you've got your recurring income and you've got your chunky money. Now, most people will do for chunky money, most people will flip property, they will look at doing commercial conversions, they will do things like property sourcing, training, these sorts of things. That's a good way to generate decent chunky cash. Over our time, what we've done is, or what Aaron mainly has done, he's raised cash for other people's projects, and he's done very well at that, raising a few million quid. Wonderful stuff. Of course, you get a bit of a cutback from that as well. Everyone wins. So rather than us flip a property, that's what we do. Well, that's what we have done. Of course, we'll continue to do that, but now it's a case of us taking the next step taking the next logical movement in our property business by doing our own conversions, and that is by surrounding ourselves with the right people, the right teams, surrounding yourself with people that know what they're doing and not struggling to do everything yourselves. So that's what this episode is. Really, it's a hello again Sussex, hello Brighton. I'm looking forward to getting down there, and goodbye Hull. We've enjoyed the time in Hull. It's been a cracking 4.5 years, and we continue to sort of have connections in Hull without a shadow of a doubt. I've learned a lot of things, met some great people, made a lot of my own mistakes. Some things have worked out, some things haven't worked out. And, because of a natural parting in ways of where I live at the moment, all of this is perfectly fallen into place. So, yeah, that's a brief update of an episode. Apologies that it's a bit of a shorter one than normal. This week happens to be moving week. Again, it's dealing with all that sort of nonsense. Getting ducks in the line, moving, packing, etc. So rather than take holiday in 2021, I'm taking time off this week to get my backside moved down to Sussex. And next week's episode, there will be an episode next week, of course. That's going to be looking at 8 ways to get better at networking. So a bit of a pep talk for myself as well. And looking to crack on with some fantastic episodes moving forward. What you might find is there might be some more YouTube stuff coming in, because as and when we start doing deals, we'll be on site a lot more. You'll probably get a few episodes where we're live on site, we're going through deals, we're talking to people in the power team as well. So there's a lot to look forward to on the podcast. There's a lot to look forward to on the social media platforms, a lot to look forward to on things like YouTube as well. We're going to be doing more videos. We're going to be, doing more things. At the end of the day, we want to try and put out as much value as we can to you. Yes, the property sphere is a big sphere. Yes, there's a lot of people doing a very similar amount of things within property. We've got our own things that we're doing. We've got a lot of value to add to you. We try and do that through the podcast as best as possible. We want to give you a bit more of an in-depth insight into ourselves as well. Hence why all the travel stuff is out there as well. So catch the episodes on Thursdays. In a generic sense, anyone I've met up in Hull, it's been great working with you. We'll continue to sort of chat and exchange messages. It's been a wonderful experience up here. Time to go back home, time to go back down south. So yes, we're starting commercial conversions in Sussex. If that's something you want to get into, something you want to learn from, or you've got some leads or anything like that, drop us an email, rob@tpmpodcast.com. Be great to connect with you, great to have a chat, great to go for a coffee, and keep your eye out on the podcast. Got all the travel stuff coming up. Do not miss the episode on Thursday, because the story about Toucan Pink Eye in Foz do Iguaçu, it makes me cry every time I think about it or tell someone that story. The most hilarious story you're probably ever going to hear. So check out Thursday's episode just for that story. Until next time, hello Sussex, goodbye Hull. Auf Wiedersehen.